Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This will be a 10-part video series showing you how to create Naissa house. Let's get started. So let's start by opening a new architecture template. And let's go to our south elevation. We're going to set up our levels first. So from level 1 to level 2, we're going to type here. So I'm going to undo that. Just click on the number and then let's type in 3000. After that, you can press escape. You can click on this level or type in LL. We will now then add in another level. This will be around 3000. So 3000 from level 1 to level 2 and another 3000 for level 2 to level 3. And then after that, just go here below level 1. We're gonna add in 2000. This will be our level 0. So now, double check your floor plan if it's all here, if all your levels are here. If not, if you click this and create a copy, it will not appear, but you can go to view and go to plan view, floor plan, and then you will see it here, and then you will need to highlight everything or select everything and press OK, and it will appear here. So just in case you did the other way around. After this, let's close this. We're not going to do a ceiling plan. Let's go to our level 1. And then under architecture, you can find the grid icon or you can type in GR. After that, we will now then add our grid lines. So let's go and click around this button all the way up. This will be our level or grid line number 1. Press escape, click on the grid, and then click on copy or CO. Always check multiple because we're going to add multiple grid lines. So here, I'm going to click on the grid line number 1 and I'm going to put it on the right side. Type in 5420. Next will be 3580. Next one will be 1320. And then the next one is 3980. After that, press escape. And then we're gonna add the next one will be a horizontal grid line. So type in GR. So click on here, press escape. We're gonna change this first to a letter. Then, if it's still selected, type in CO or copy. Click it again and pull it down. And we're gonna type in and always make sure that multiple is checked so that we can add multiple lines. So the first one is 2940. The second will be 3920. Next will be 2600. And finally 5100. Okay, and now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add in dimension lines. But first, we're gonna select everything, and I'm just gonna bring it in the middle of our elevation. So these are elevation markers. So at least once we're done with our modeling, we can always view it from here. So you can actually move it around. But for me, because our model will be around in the center now, we put it on the center, it will be visible on all four corners. So now let's add in our dimension. So you can click on DI. I'm going to add dimensions on all of the grid lines like this, and then the overall. Again, we're going to add it here on our horizontal grid lines, and then add in the overall. Press escape, and we're going to bring this one all the way on the left side so that we can clean up. As you can see, there are dashed line indicating that once you move this, it will move all together. So that's very convenient, especially when you're adding it on the sheets. If it's going over the sheet, you'll be able to clean it up like this. So here, I'm gonna bring this up like so, just to clean up. I'll make sure that this is center and it will be viewed on all four corners of our elevation. So now that we're ready, we can now create our walls. So you can click this icon under architecture or type in WA. For now, I'm gonna click the wall, and then as you can see, it is under, we're choosing basic wall generic 200. You can choose any one of this, even here, the ones that with materials added or assembly walls added. But I'm gonna choose the generic because it's basically clean. So once I click that, always make sure to click edit type and then duplicate. Okay, so this will be exterior wall number 1. Press OK. Edit type. We're gonna maintain the 200 thickness, so I'm happy with that. But for our materials, let's use gypsum wallboard. So I'm gonna choose this, click OK, and then OK. After that, we're gonna make sure that this is wall center line and it's already checked for the chain. This will be up to level 2. So we want to make sure that this will be base level 1, but top constraint up to level 2. So similar to that. So after that, let's go to our A1. So we're going to click there all the way to A5, going down to C5, all the way to C1, and going back to A1. Obviously, you can always use rectangle and do this instead. But I want to make sure that everyone follows, so that's why I'm doing it like this, so that I could coordinate with you where to point. After that, we're gonna click on the wall again, but we're gonna edit the interior wall. I'm gonna click edit type, duplicate. This will be now an interior wall. And then number 1, just to make sure that I mark everything correctly. Edit type, this will be around 100 thickness, and this will be changed to another um, material, and we're gonna choose something. Let's choose this for now. Press OK and then OK. So now we're gonna make sure that this is level 1, so up to level 2, sorry, and then base constraint to be level 1. So make sure that center line again, because I wanna use the grid lines that we added so that it's easier for everyone. And then chain. I'm gonna click on A2 up to B2 and then press escape, B1 up to B2, and then we're gonna move it somewhere here around 1500 and closing it up like that. We might change this actually from 1500 to 2000. After that, the easiest way to bring up the wall again is by clicking this one and typing on CS or create similar, which is this icon under modify tab. So type in CS, sorry, click it again, CS, and as you can see, it will be going there after. You can even choose furniture or even this exterior wall, type in CS, and as you can see, this is exterior wall that I'm using. So that command is very helpful. So click on interior wall, CS, go to A3, going down to B3, and then right now, let's leave it here around 4000. So right now, because we're gonna add in a stairs here, an L-shaped stairs, going up to our second floor. So for now, I'm gonna leave it like that, and let's come back later on. After that, let's add in some door components. But instead of using the regular one, the M single flush, we're gonna go to insert and load family. Let's go back here and then go to doors. It's all the way down right here. And let's look for residential doors. Let's add in an exterior door. I kind of like this glass wood combination. So for now, I'm gonna load everything. So just click and then scroll down and hold on shift. It will highlight everything and you're basically telling Revit that you want to load everything on it. If you're already know the dimension of the door that you want to add, you can just click one of this and then press OK. But for me, I want to size it up with my own eyes here. So click on architecture and then door. So you can type in DR. So as you can see, our entrance is too small for this. So I'm gonna add it now. And I could move this wall a little bit. So this one can be moved a little bit more. So it doesn't need to be 2000. So it could go 950. And let's nudge it in place by using our arrow key. Let's add it as 1900. So that will be nice. And it will fit nicely here. So like that. So I'm happy with this. So let's go back to insert. We're gonna add in our interior door. So I'm gonna go here and look for interior door. Let's use this panel wood. Press open. Similar to that idea, I'm gonna load in everything as well. So after that, go back to architecture or type in DR to click on the door. Obviously, um, anything that you load will be the one that you will see first. So we load this one earlier. When we click it, it's the one that showed up. But right now, we loaded this, and this one is the one that showed up. So basically, that's the idea of that. So I'm gonna choose 700 by 2000. I'm gonna add the door right here. I'm also gonna add a door right here. As you can see, you could go left or right, and it will follow which direction it will go. And then if you click on spacebar, it will flip which orientation you want. So you should always play around and then click on tab or your spacebar, and it will go to the orientation that you want. So I would like to add a small table here for the entrance and some paintings, so we can do that later on. Here, I'm gonna add in the door at this area. Obviously, this is a big, this will be a bedroom. So we have one here and one here. This is too big. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add in one more here. This will be something that they could use later on, like a storage or something like that. So for now, I'm gonna add a door right here, and then I'm gonna click the wall again, and then I'm gonna type in CS, and I'm just adding the wall around 1500. So this will be 1500. I'm gonna squeeze it in like this, and then I'm gonna use the same one. So I already click it, CS, and as you can see, you'll be able to load everything fast. So I'm gonna add it like that. Okay, so we added everything like that. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna load in some furnitures, or actually we're gonna stop here for now, and we're gonna continue on the next video. So thank you for watching, and I hope you liked the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below.